everyone, and we welcome you back to another episode of Cinderella Slippers. This is part 2 of what we were seeing in the first feast week of the 2024 season and what is officially the kickstart of the college basketball season. We got tournament games lasting all the way through Sunday. We will get to more of those all throughout the pod, all throughout the broadcast, and I'm so excited to even share what's going on in feast week this week. This will be recorded on Wednesday, and the final part to all of the Feast Week festivities will be posted on Friday. So if you're hearing this and you're like, oh, well, Braden, why aren't you recording this on a Friday? Well, I'm going to be recording part of this on a Friday. It's that Friday is usually a day for the last day of Thanksgiving. I'm going to be spending time for Thanksgiving with my family, so that's why I am not going to be recording on Thursday. Even if there's games going on, I just want to basically talk about every single game and basically compress it down to a few episodes or even a few parts. But first, the reason why I'm even on here today is to talk about the battle for Atlantis. But most importantly, one of the big topics I wanted to talk about midway through here is IU and IU basketball, who lost big. Now that result will change when we play against Gonzaga, and I will be on the pod then talking about it in part 3 of this podcast. But I'm being that real. Give me something to like phones or break the phones or break the electronic devices. Let me do something. Just let me do something. Because that is absurd. You lose to Louisville like that, and your best player, Trey Galloway, literally is on his phone and betting, gambling, which wouldn't you think is an NCAA violation? Would we be hit with another NCAA violation like we did with Kelvin Sampson? Are you effing kidding me? You bet at 1 a.m. and do the freaking solitary or whatever you do in the casino at 1 a.m. I'm sorry, but I am furious. I am furious. All day I've wanted to hold on to this thought, but I am furious. This is from the bottom of a Hoosier heart. Bob Knight would just cancel these games in Vegas. Screw fun. I'm trying to be clean about this, but screw fun. Screw all this casino crap. Screw this betting. He could have gotten his first violation ever if he was a coach. But then all of a sudden, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? He's going to cancel your trip, make you run around Assembly Hall all throughout the stadium, get Kurt Signetti to open it up for you and really open up the smokers because you're going to be working out there all throughout Thanksgiving, all throughout Christmas. It doesn't effing matter. He did not put up with this crap. He did not put up with this crap and nonsense from this Hoosier squad. I'm beyond sick of it. I'm beyond sick of it. To be brutally honest with you, I'm beyond discipline. I'm this undisciplined, unstructured attitude that I keep seeing out of these Hoosiers every single time they take the floor is complete crap, and I'm done. I'm done. I can't do much more of this Hoosier crap. Bob Knight, he wouldn't put up with this. And wouldn't, you are like the lowest grade of meat if you would even deal with him, man. You are low. Like, you better be tasting soil. Because that's how it feels to be a Hoosier fan every single year dealing with this nonsense. I don't know what to feel. The Hoosiers are bad. They are terrible. And we lost to Louisville really bad. I wish we just left Vegas. I really do. I really wish we left Vegas because Trey Galloway, your best player, is at the slot machine at 1 a.m. I mean, half your other guys weren't even prepared. They're never disciplined. They're never, ever on their toes like they used to be. They used to be hard, exterior young men that were taught by the greatest of the great. And now the greatest has unfortunately passed away, and the program, as he sees it, he's literally rolling in his grave right now. I bet he's rolling in his grave because this is not the ideal Robert Montgomery Knight basketball that everyone is used to. I'm beyond tired of it. I'm beyond tired of it as a Hoosier fan, and I'm beyond sick of it. We hold you guys high and accountable, but it seems like this team, especially this team, has never been built in the Woodson era to be this good and be this talented in that entire history of the Woodson coaching era. This was the do or die era for Mike Woodson. I mean, if he didn't even get it this year, we would have hired Dusty May. Now he's at Michigan because he knows what's happening. It's pure garbage. It's pure crap. And I'm tired of it. I'm beyond sick of it. And I know every single one of you are hearing this rant. You're like, Braden, calm down. Braden, calm down. I can't. I just can't. It's beyond horrendous. It's beyond horrendous. And I just said, we lost to Louisville big. And we've never played good on offense this season, which is part of our eventual downfall. Possibly, if you can't play like 3 games in one day, are you kidding me? That is the NCAA tournament. You got to get used to it. This team isn't ready for it. This team isn't used to it. Excuse me, and this team, honest to God, is not the best and fit team that I've seen here. I've seen way better. I was here for the Jordan Halls era. I was here for the Cody Zeller, Victor Oladipo, Christian Wofford, all those players. Jordan Halls, greatest players to ever play in this program recently. Victor Oladipo. I mean, you got to think about it. I do remember a period after Kelvin Sampson where we kind of fell down, but we never have fallen down like this. Never. Especially with this good coaching and good players. Every single one of you players should be honest to God, face to the ultimate music like Bob Knight did back in 1991 or 1984 or 1981. You would have had to go on a tangent with him in order to not even miss practice. Because you're not missing it, son. You're not missing it, son. You ain't missing it. I'm done. I'm finished. This is the worst loss IU's had in the Bahamas ever. And I will say the worst loss if we played in Maui or anything like that in the history of that program. It's terrible. It's ruthlessly horrible. I can't even do much more and even talk about it much more without even leaving this final thought from Bob Knight. And hopefully it can change against the Gonzaga game. We'll have more to cover on that one. But I just hope we lose. I just hope we lose, and I just hope we get back to Bloomington, back to square one. We can get back to the very things that people and places and things that we so loved about this university, and we could get back to what really matters, and that is value. We need to find value in this team. There's no value, and there hasn't been any value in this team since 2013. That was the last time we had some sense of value in Bloomington, and now we're having to root for our football team and pay a big fee to have this athletics do so well here. That's why we compete in the Big Ten Conference. So I hope to God all you IU players are listening, especially you, Anthony Leal, and especially to all the others. Because, yeah, I really, 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 really hope that we can get something sorted out and put together and built back up. But if we play like this against teams like Louisville, who was terrible last season, what are we doing with teams such as, I don't know, Purdue? What are we doing with teams against Michigan State? Michigan. What are we going to do with Oregon? What are we going to do with Washington? And they're both trash in men's basketball. But still, we got to figure out and develop a plan on how to have less of this stuff happening. I'm tired of it. I really am. And as a Hoosier fan, our program is complete trash, and this was a shining example of it. Shining example. I'm having to cheer for football because I know our basketball is doing very bad this season. And bad isn't even the right word to even describe how it is. We're good. We look good on paper. Don't even get us wrong. We look good on paper. We looked good on paper. And now we lost to a big-time opponent. And I'm tired of it. Just tired of it. Let's close this out with a Bob Knight sentiment, because this is what the entire team needs to hear right now.